Hi, this is Deborah Atkinson, founder of The Voice for Fitness and the author of Dollars and Cents of Selling Exercise. How to sell or promote personal training without being pushy or salesy. Basically, do it with integrity. And I'm here to talk to you about the difference between advertising and marketing. So that question came up at a recent conference, and then it's come up again since as a question posted in the comments of my blog. So what is the difference between advertising and marketing? And you're asking, I know, because you're probably a private trainer, either working in-home or you're working in different clubs, and you still are in charge of your own advertising and marketing. You might benefit from some of the club or the facility or studio's advertising, but not directly. So it's not your program specifically. So how do you decide how to do it? What's the advantage? So first of all, let me clarify who I'm talking to right here. And it is probably you if you don't have very much of a budget. So anyone who's probably asking that question, stay with me here, is probably just kind of starting out. You might have been in business maybe 3 to 5 years, but you're just still on that verge of building, and you don't have a large following. You don't have, say, 15,000 people on your email list. You don't have that many people who you've gotten their emails from your Facebook page yet. You're still in the process of figuring out, how do I use my social media to get customers who are paying? And here's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind before we launch right into advertising and marketing. And it is the mistake people make about marketing on Facebook or advertising on Facebook, which is a no-no if you really want to be successful there. So when you interact with people on Facebook, they really don't know you. There's a screen, literally, between the two of you. And they've just come to identify you. And here's how I know this. People randomly, I do it, do you do it? Let me ask you that. You just click on something because it looks interesting. You know, somebody's got a ad along the right side of your screen maybe that says something, and it's just a like the page, and there's no risk in that. So you and I like the page. That's really what a lot of people may have done with you, not necessarily in an ad, but because their friend maybe shared something, or maybe they looked you up and they wanted to like you because you're in their town or their community, and they're kind of interested in some of the programs, or something that you posted was interesting. So that's how they got there. That's not a very close and dear relationship. That person is not on your Christmas list, and you're probably not getting a card from them either. So they are not yet anything but a lead. They're a warm lead that came voluntarily. But at this point, you don't even know if they're seeing your posts, because you could have 1,000 people on your Facebook page, but if they're not interacting, if you really don't have many likes on your posts, you don't have many shares on your posts, if you never boost a post, that's probably true of you. If you never boost photo albums and you don't know that series or process of doing it, it's something that you want to know, because otherwise you're wasting your time and your money and your energy potentially on your Facebook. So the point is, this person is just there. They know you from across the street. What you want to do is move them to the next step, which is when they become a prospect. Those are the people who walk in the door of your brick and mortar building, if you have one, and they're actually asking a question about, maybe can I look around? They don't want to come in the office and ask any questions of you in there because they know you're going to make a pitch, but they like to look around. They're more curious. You're trying to get someone to that point. They're a prospect and not a lead. And you want to make sure that you talk to the leads in one way, in an appropriate way, because you wouldn't talk to them as if they were your members, and you wouldn't talk to them as if they were your prospects ready to buy. So make sure that you're walking people down the path. Have appropriate conversations with people on your Facebook page. All they've done is said, I'm interested in you, and I'm interested in what you do. If you talk to older adults, you talk about balance training and strength training and staying comfortable and pain-free in their range of motion. Maybe you talk about arthritis and osteoporosis, all very appropriate topics. They might like you because of that, so keep talking to them about those things. They're probably going to like and share and maybe comment on those things. Put things in there occasionally that make them laugh and that they will share with their friends. That's appropriate to do with a lead. That, in a sense, is marketing. It's not really costing you any money, but it's great marketing to warm up your relationship and continue to walk someone down that path to become a lead, to a prospect, to become a prospect to a customer, and then to become a customer that buys again and more. That's what we all want, right? Not everybody who comes to your Facebook page is going to do that. If you start talking to them like they're going to do that, they'll stop liking you or just stop engaging so they don't have to see your information anymore at all. So advertising would be you paying for an ad, a very appropriate thing to do to advertise to the people who have liked your Facebook page. How is that different? What you're going to do is then put an ad in your timeline and put an ad from create an ad. You'll go into Ads Manager, you'll create an ad, you'll create your target audience, and then appropriately you'll advertise to them. They don't have to click on it, but they do know it's a promoted post. If they have nothing in common with you, they won't see it and they won't be offended. If they have something in common with you and they're more interested, they'll like it. So what will you advertise? Something that gets their email. You need to have a reason for them to come to your website homepage or create one with an opt-in form, meaning a place to put their email and their name, or maybe just their email, but you need to collect that minimum piece. So paying for something, whether it's placed in Facebook, whether it's placed in a magazine, a radio show, television commercial, all of those things are paid advertising. And that's the difference. Advertising is very appropriate to a lead. Marketing is appropriate to a lead. But trying to advertise in your marketing is not appropriate. And I hope that helps you see the difference, specifically with Facebook as the example. If that was helpful, click right here. Subscribe to the channel, but also take a look at subscribing to the Fitness Pros blog, where I give marketing tips and sales tips constantly. So much that you'll delete them sometimes, and that's okay because I know you're busy. But if you want to build a business, a profitable business with proven strategies that I know work because I use them myself with a team of 20 trainers in the Midwest where everything is a little more conservative, click right there and I'll see you on the other side.